Hey, good afternoon or good day, however you want to say it. How you all are doing? I'm here this morning, this morning, this morning. Cell phones, texting, and not minding your business, you could get lost. You could get lost. I tell you could get lost. And that's what happened to me this morning. I didn't get lost, but I passed my stop while on the train. And I had to stop out a place called Huntington in New York, and I pass it. I end up, you guess where I end up? Quite Jamaica. Quite Jamaica. So I had to take a train in Jamaica to come back down. You understand? So minding your business is so important, huh? Minding your business, right? And sometimes the phone is a distraction. It distracts us. Yeah. The phone is such a distraction. If we are not careful, we go get lost in it. We go get lost in it, and some people already lost in it. You're talking to them, and they focus on the phone. They ain't taking their eyes off. Whatever they're doing, they ain't taking their eyes off at all. You understand? So the phone is somewhat like a distraction. So you have to be so careful and monitor the time. Monitor how you know, interacting on the phone and not minding your business. You have to mind your business at the same time. You understand? So it's never easy, especially when you're chatting with somebody and the conversation nice, right? The conversation going good. Yeah. But you're not partaking, you're not taking part, or you're not minding your business, you're not watching to see what it is you're doing. You might be cooking in the kitchen, the food end up burning. You might have to go in the bank, right? And you're talking on the phone while you're trying to do a transaction inside the ATM. And people stand up around watching you, watching what you're doing, and you not even paying attention on how you're punching in them numbers because you're on the phone chatting in with your friend. You understand? So it's so many different things. You might be in work. That's the next thing too, you get a call. You're not supposed to use your phone on work. You understand? At least there is some policies for some companies, right? But you take a chance and you answer this call and you're doing something on the computer, right? Computer shut down, all your work lost because of the phone. You didn't get to save your work. So it's so many different things and so many distractions this phone is, have on us. So we just have to be mindful. Well, I had to do that. I had to take the train in Jamaica and come back down, right? But nevertheless, I say let me just come on and wish you all a happy Easter and Good Friday. You understand? And I did share on the train, on my other page, I shared from inside the train. I was speaking about the cross, right? The cross that we have to bear sometimes. Sometimes that is a hard thing, eh? It's a hard thing, to bear that cross, bear that burden. Sometimes you have to carry your own cross, carry your load, carry your weight. But God said, bring it to him. Give it to him. Just say, Lord, I can't take this. I can't take it. Just give it to him. Right? Give it to him. Just rest it at his feet. You don't have to take it up. Right? Just give it to him. He will understand. He will take care of all he needs. He will do what it takes to make sure that everything goes smooth for you. And you see, as this is Easter weekend here, it's all kind of craziness going to be happening. So we got to be mindful too and be aware of our surroundings, family, friends. We having a good time entertaining. Just don't forget God. Just don't forget the cross. Just don't forget his nail-stained hands. His hands that is stretched out on the cross. All right? Don't forget that, Nothing wrong in doing, entertaining, whatever. But just don't forget the sins that he carried for us. The sins that he put on that cross. Right? Let's not forget that. And let's try and be more like him. It's not an easy thing, You know what it is? Yeah, it's not an easy thing to be more like Christ. To be Christ-like. This walk, it's not easy. You understand? It's like trials and tribulations and storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis. You're getting in your tail. So you have to always try. Try your best. You understand? To stand strong. To uplift yourself. to keep praying, to keep trusting the process. It's not easy and it's going to get tough. So we have to keep on having that armor on and keep gearing up ourselves. You know, every time I had to come and give reminders, and I'm reminding myself too, because we fall short. We are human beings, so we fall short all the time. We fall short all the time. All right? We fall short all the time. Yeah? So we always have to try to find the best way, the best solution, the best thing to do. You understand? That could make the way out. With God at our side, he will see us through. So we can't forget him. We can't forget the master. All right? He's there with us. He's there with us to see us through. I just want to piggyback on what it is I wrote. I was talking about on the heading, I put praying for hearts, for changed hearts. And this is what we have to do. Right? I was talking to a friend of mine, and that is what she told me. And when she told me that, I said, what? I have to pray for their hearts to change? You mad or what? You know? But let me tell you something. In order for us to really reach that part, reach that point in God, we have to strip off some things from us. We got to strip it off. Let me tell you something. We are all human beings and we fall short every single day. We fall short. It's either we mouth slip, it's either we thinking some kind of craziness, we watching people a certain way, we doing mischief, underhand thing. It's so many things we fall into because it's sin, right? But God is there to clean us up. He is there to put us where he needs us to be, right? He is every day, his strength, his mercy, and his grace is renewed. Every day, they are new for us. So when she told me I had to pray for change hearts, I said, what? I ain't doing that. But after a while, I started praising God. Excuse me. I started praising God. I listening to the worship. I sat on my desk, and every day I cover the workplace. Cover it under the blood of Jesus. And I put on my soft gospel music, the worship and the praise, and I listen. And I listen to it. I listen to it. You understand? I listen to it. And I'm so thankful that while listening to that praise and worship, I felt a peace and a calm, and I felt stuff just releasing from me. Because all of us have little stuff. Sometimes we'll say, no, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. Yeah, you have plenty. Everybody have a little something inside of them. Something inside of them. You want to walk the straight and narrow road, but there is something hindering you. Right? We are faced with so many situations, so many distractions that can cause us. Remember I talk about the phone? Yeah, so many things can deter us from walking with God. So we always have to pull ourselves back and run to him, because he's our covering. He's our main source. We cannot do it ourselves, you know. We cannot do it ourselves. We're always failing because we are human beings. We fail, we mess up. We mess up. Nobody is perfect. So that's why I say, I felt a calm and a peace that I was able to reach, that I could pray for change hearts. You're having problems home, neighbors, co-workers, whatever. Change hearts. Pray for change hearts. But some people look to take it up on their own hand and make it more worse. You understand? No, you bend your knees, you pray. That their heart of stone will turn into a heart of flesh. And that's what I started doing, praying for people that I never thought I'd be praying for. You understand? Because they hurt you. They hurt you. So sometimes when we get hurt, that hurt it lingers, it stays with us, and we have to let it go, but it's still inside of us like a thorn, you know? It's still hurting, it's still digging deep inside our souls, in our system. So we find it hard to release. But that's what I had to do. I had to ask God to take it away, take away that pain from what they did to me, you know? You had to ask him to take away that pain, that hurt. Because it's not easy. It's not easy to walk this walk, But with God's help, he said he will never leave us nor forsake us. And he will see us through. Right? He is always there to cover, to shelter, to mend. He's always there to hear our cries. He's always there to hear our prayers, our stories. He's always there to listen. But we don't study him, you know. Good day, thank you for joining. We don't study God at all. We don't study him. Do we study him? I don't think we study him. We only study him when we want something. When we're in a jam, you know, we run to God, Lord, Father, oh God, I need that. We say all the prayers and When we need something, we run to him. Other than that, when things going nice, do we go to him and pray and give him thanks and say, Lord, thank you for the blessing. Thank you for the open doors. Thank you for opening this door, this financial blessing, this breakthrough, this event, this creativity that I have found within myself, that I could do, this talent that you have given me. Do we go before him and tell him thanks? You know, it happens to me too. Right? And then I had to say, oh my God, Lord, Father, please forgive me. Sorry, I didn't give you thanks for this, you know. We just rush through our day, rush through our lives with everything that is going on, the entertainment, the AI, the social media, and we focus on it, focus on all these things. I'm not saying you can't focus on it, but we have to make time for the Creator. We have to make time for him because every day we getting up. We getting up. He is his breath in our lungs. So every day we get up and we're able to put our foot on the ground. It has some people can't put a foot on the ground. They're bedridden. They're in hospital for years, for months. You know? Like I was sharing on my other page, they were talking about some people that were in prison for years and they came out all, they're like 70 years old, 80 years old, and they're asking the judge, what should I do? That thing touched me so much. They're asking the judge, what do I do next? They have no family, nobody. 80 years old, imagine you now serving you finish serving your time and you coming out at that age. And you say, Judge, what should I do next? I have nobody. I have nobody. I don't know where to go. So they were just showing different incidents where people were set free, but they are all 70 years old, over 60, 80. And it's a frightening thing. It's frightening. Where are the families for these people? Some of them abandon them and leave them there to dead, to rot. They turn their backs and leave them. You know, and it's sad. It's sad. So now they are coming out into the world. They have nothing, no children, nobody. They don't even know how old the children reach, where the children are. They don't know nothing. They don't know anything. So I was talking that on the live. You understand? So we have to, you know, let me tell you something. You see this life? We got to pray like constantly, constantly, because people are getting fed up. People are frustrated, especially with the gas. It's coming up. It's rising. The food prices, everything is going up. Because of the war, because of this, because of that. So people are starting to get worried and frustrated. How am I going to make it? How am I going to make ends meet? I have kids to take care of. I have to prepare their meals. I have to send them to school. I have to use the car. The car is using gas. So as the car is using gas, they are getting frustrated. They have to be paying all this other money in gas to run errands, to go to work, carry the children to their different sports events, whatever they have in the evening after school. You know? Just now it's going to have summer camps, you know? Who could afford it? Send their children to summer camps. Some people mightn't be able to afford it. You understand? So there is so much that is facing our lives, facing society, facing us, you know, as a people. So we have to continue to pray and ask God to show us. Lord, help us. Show us something. Help us. Help me to navigate my way through. I know I cannot do it myself because I will mess up. I will mess up. I will mess up. So every day I depend on God to show me and teach me. Let my heart be more of flesh and not of stone. People that hurt me, I have to pray for them. Pray for their heart to be more of flesh than of stone. Let me tell you something. When the lady told me I have to do that, I said, what? I can't do that. After them hurt me, you're mad or what? I go pray for them, you're mad or what? That's how I was. And I say, but after a while, God just stepped in. He just started to remove the bitterness, the anger, the hurt, the pain. Because when people hurt you, they hurt you, eh? And it's deep. You feel it. You feel it, so it rests in there, so it's hard. It's hard to forgive somebody who hurt you for years. They're hurting you, and you have to forgive that person. I mean, you know sooner or later you will have to, but at the time, you can't do it. You can't do it because that hurt is so raw. That hurt is so severe. It penetrating all your nervous system, all your nerves, everything, and acting up inside of you. So every day you just go to God. Ask God. Talk to him. Say, Lord, Father, I know I have to forgive. I know, but please help me. Because as they say, forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. Huh? It's for you because you want peace in your mind. You want peace in your heart. You want peace in your soul. You want peace. You want that peace. You don't want to be worrying and going to bed with that anger and bitterness and all that upsetness in you, and you can't sleep because you have all of these problems in your head. So we always have to go before God and ask him, teach me, Lord, show me, Lord. Let me tell you something, none of us is perfect. We fall short every day. But we always maintain that relationship with him. Keep going to him. Keep talking to him. Ask him, Lord, Father, show me, help me, teach me. Let me know what it is your will for my life. Father God, I can't forgive this person. I know this person hurt me so bad. Oh, I could forgive them, Lord. Just like how I talk and you talk to him. Just like you're talking to a friend, just talk to him. Lay it out. Let him know how you feel. And he will strip. He will just start stripping because that's what he did to me. I couldn't see myself praying for people who hurt me. I couldn't do that. I say, you're mad? You're mad or what? But after God started stripping, I started putting on the praise and worship music, and I singing and I happy. And that's when the release came. That's when I felt a lift. That's when I felt things just start to break down inside. You know? I just felt like everything was just being thrown off. And I was able to say, yes, I could pray for these people. I could pray for the heart to change. Sometimes while you're praying for them to change, they see the God in you. They see the change in you, and them want to change. Let me tell you, not everybody go do that. Not everybody go be like that. Not everybody go be like that because you see them, they still have it in the mind to cause harm and pain to you. But you don't worry about that. Once God is in the midst, he could turn anything around. There is a verse that one of my prayer warrior friend gave me, and it's Proverbs 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So he could turn, if he could turn a king's heart, who is your heart that he can turn? Or the enemies, or the friend, the people that saying things about you. You just have to rest them at his feet. You don't have to take vengeance in your hand. You rest them there and leave it. I know for some people, it's easy said than done because not everybody could do that. People like to take a vengeance for themselves and vengeance and act accordingly. And then you end up in trouble. You end up in serious consequences. Police had to be getting involved and all of that. So to avoid all of that, because God knows this human flesh, you know. He know how the human flesh does jump out of its skin. Yeah, he knows that for sure. He knows how this human flesh will jump out of its skin and start to carry on. There is bacchanal and all kind of thing happening right there. He knows us because he created us, so he know. He know how this flesh is weak. He knows. So whatever is your situation, whatever is your burden, whatever is your pain, just give it to him. Give it to him. Cry out to him. Kneel down. You mightn't even know what to say. Even if you just have to kneel down and start to cry, he understands. Even if you have to kneel down and say, Jesus, help me, he understands. Right? We are all walking in this life, in this situation. It's not a matter of black, white, Chinese, Indian, Hispanic. We are all people, humanity, human beings. And every one of us is going through problems. Every one of us is going through some situation, facing something. It's either money, it's either family, it's either children, it's either relationships, marriages, the job, you know, the business deal, the event, everything. We are facing something. So the only solution is drawing closer to God. That is the only thing we could do. That is the only thing we could do, because we can't do it for ourselves. We will mess up. We will mess up as human beings. We will mess up. We will mess up. You see, pain is... I can tell you about pain. You understand? But in order to walk this life, to be free, we got to trust God and trust the process and trust his lead. Trust the process and trust his lead, because it's not going to get any easier. It's going to get harder. Like one of my friends showed me a video, I don't know how true. The person was talking about the next pandemic is going to happen, and this time they're going to implement this chip thing. I'm hearing they are talking about it all the time, where it's like a pass that will have all your credentials on it, so you can travel, but you will have it in your system, like in your hand, or you'll have it some part of your hand. So they could just scan it and all the information pull up. And everybody will say, yeah, that new technology, new technology. Not me. So I'm asking God, I say, Lord, Father, what am I to do? I know I'm not taking that. So I'm asking God to prepare me, however it may, to prepare me for whatever consequences will happen. To prepare me, Lord, prepare me for whatever is the consequences. Yeah, because I'm not going to be taking anything that, you know, is not godly and not godlike, and you know, everybody will look at it as new creation, new this, new that. It's changing, so we have to change with the system, change with this, change with that. But what about God, you know? A lot of people want to be like him, implement a lot of stuff. But there's only one God, one true living God. So the same way that he is nailed on the cross, let's see the nail-stained hands. And let's draw closer to him. At his feet, for him to direct us, for him to lead us, for him to pour into us, for us to think better, act better, you know, do the right thing. Because it's only going to get harder and harder. So we gotta start. Not that we should have been starting all a long time, but we got to start. Now is the time to just get your act together, get your life in gear with Christ, get your life in gear, because it's going to be one hell of a ride, as they say. You know, it's going to be one hell of a ride with what is going on with the economy, with the country. But The thing is, we try not to look at the news. At least I try my best not to, because I get emotional, especially with the war. How many people are dying, women, children. That thing hurt me so much. I cried. And I said, nope, I'm not going to listen to the news again. I'm not. Although sometimes you need to know what's going on, but you try not to get yourself wrapped up in it, to be emotionally inclined to it, because you will find yourself crying. You will find yourself getting upset, and all the feelings and emotions will start running wild. So that's why I try not to, you know. So my thing is, trust God. Trust God in whatever situation you're in. Trust Him. Trust Him. Hold on to Him. Ask Him. Seek Him. Pray. Praise. Worship. Lift your hands. Cry out. Do all that you can to draw closer to Him. That is my take. For hearts to change. Hearts to be more like flesh and not like stone. Because there are a lot of hearts with stone, a lot of hearts, heartless people, you know. There's a lot. People that just stuck in their ways. They don't want to change because the enemy is creating all of that stuff, causing people to do a lot of stuff, do some strange stuff. You know, you're wondering, wow, are these people human beings? You know, some things that you're seeing that is going on. You know, even in my country of Trinidad and Tobago, it's such a small country and the murder rate is crazy, you know. It's crazy. But I love my country because its culture is friendliness. The people is friendly. The people are loving, kind. You know, it's a mixed cosmopolitan country. Indians, Chinese, Douglas. Douglas is a mixture of Indian and Negro come together and they produce Douglas children, Douglas, so we say Douglas, right? And whites that have the Trinidad whites, the Syrians. It's a whole mix-up of creed and races, you know? So I love it. I love it. It's still beautiful. Everywhere is beautiful. Everywhere is beautiful, right? No matter what is going on in different countries, there are still beautiful places to see. There are still beautiful people that is out there. There are still... You can still find beauty in everything, right? You can still find beauty in everything. And sometimes you just need to take that time. You're feeling pressure. Just take that time. Take a drive. Take a breather. Tell the children, hey, listen, I need a time out. Go in your closet. Spend a little time on in your own personal time. Take a drive and just go to the beach. Look out to the beach. Pray. Go to an empty spot. Find something to just relax. Relax your mind. Cry out to God and talk to Him. Get that space for yourself. You can't figure it out? Just do that for yourself. Just find that space for yourself to, you know, hey, listen, I need this time out. Let everybody know. Let everybody know you need this time for yourself. You need this time to figure it out. You need this time to think. So just continue winning, continue striving. Continue doing what you can to keep self uplifted in this crazy world, to keep self focused, to keep self winning, keep self, you know, doing the things that self needs to do, to be the best version of self all the time. Even if you fall, even if you slip up, go at it again. Go at it again. Don't give up. Don't just say, okay, this is not working out and leave it. No, keep trying, keep elevating, keep standing, keep strong, keep uplifted, keep praising, keep worshiping. And once you start doing that, once you start getting closer to God, He will start stripping the stuff. He will start taking away the bad habits. He will start taking away the addiction, taking away the problems. The marriage is failing. He's going to mend it and put it back together. He's going to start doing things. But we just have to launch into Him, give it all to Him. And keep praising, keep worshiping, keep talking to Him, reading His word, sinking ourselves in His word. You know? I mean, we just have to do it. We just have to do it. In order to keep our mind focused, in order to keep our mind stable. stable, because these days people are being tripped off with the slightest things. So we have to be so careful, even what we are saying, you know. Sometimes you mean something, you say something to somebody and they take it the wrong way, it turns violent. It's all these things. You leave home, you ain't yourself coming back. You're not sure if you're coming back because outside there is crazy. So you're always covering yourself. That's why I always say you cover yourself and your family before you leave your house, leave your apartment, wherever you sleep. Cover yourself. Ask God to cover you. Lord, cover me while I'm out here. Because you want to come back home to your family. You want to come back home to whoever is there is waiting for you. You know? In everything you're doing, let God be in the midst. That is what I'm trying to say. Everything you're doing, let God be in the midst. Let him be in the midst. Let him be in the midst. Talk to him like if you're talking to a friend. Right? And he will show you the way. He will show you the way. And he will make a way. One thing for sure, he will make a way. They say he's slow but sure. Right? He's slow but sure because everything is his timing. And sometimes we're anxious. We want it now. It happens to me too. You get frustrated. You get fed up. Lord, Father, when? You know? But we got to wait on his timing because his time is perfect. His time is perfect. And the way how he will work it out, we might say, but wait, how God did this? How did he made a way where there seems to be no way? Because he's God. And he knows the way how we think it's supposed to work out. God is not like that. God is not like that. He's not going to think like us because he's God, he's supreme. He would know what to do or how to work out this situation for you. And you will be like, wow, I can't believe this happened. You will be in awe of how God worked out this situation. If you have a church close by, find a church. I see they have a lot of online, but you just have to know where and who you're going to. Because you want to hear the word. You want to get the word to feed your soul and your spirit. You want that word to feed you. You understand? You don't just want to go to any church and you ain't getting nothing. You have to get something. You have to leave with something. All right? So that's my life. Just continue winning. It's Easter. Happy Easter to all those who celebrate it. It's Good Friday. Back in the Caribbean also I'll be home. I won't be working because Good Friday and Easter Monday is a holiday in Trinidad and Tobago. So, and maybe some other Caribbean islands too. So I'll be home cooking blue food, which is fish, dumplings, and provision. So I'll be cooking that food. You know, it's a heavy meal. Because you use a lot of provision like potatoes, yam, dasheen, cassava, things like that. All right? And you stew the fish, or you could fry the fish and make a sauce, however you want to do your fish. I don't know, everybody culture is different. So some people do things differently, right? So that's it. That's it with my life. I hope it ministered and I hope it blessed someone. And don't give up. Don't give up. All is not lost. Because God did not say that. He didn't say that. He said it's not over. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. No matter what the situation looks like, it's not over. You still have more to go. You still have more things to do. Still have more planning to do. You still have more. Despite of the world, despite of what is going on, you still have more. Because God said so. You still have more. So continue believing and striving for his goodness. Continue believing and striving and being uplifted all the time. You will have your down moments, sad moments, bitter, whatever, but just don't stay there. Just don't stay there. Always find a way out. Always find a way out. And the closest connection is God. Just ask him to show you how to navigate through the pain, through the hurts. Ask him to navigate through it, and he will show you. Just release it. You will just start stripping stuff and you will just release it onto him. Just take it away. Say, God, take this away. I can't deal with it. However you talk to him, just talk to him. He's always willing to listen and he's always there. All right? So have a good Friday. Happy Easter and enjoy whatever you do with your family, friends. However you do it, be safe out there. Be safe, be safe. All right? Be safe and enjoy. And like I always say, let the rays of the sun shine through your heart, that it bring joy, peace, and love to others. Command your day, cover yourself and your family when you leave outside. Because when you step outside, you're stepping into the real world. All right? Be blessed, be blessed, be blessed, and uplifted. And let's continue to walk that path. Walk that path. All right? Walk that path. And always try to find the best, always see the best version of self. Self is always reconstructing every single day. We have the ups and downs, but self is always reconstructing. So we can do it. All right? Walk the path for Christ. Walk the path for God. Walk the path. All right? Take care and be blessed. Have a good evening. Take care. Bye.